Hello, everyone. This What If we have a perplexing mystery. What happened to the Ordo Chronos? There are many, many possibilities. My mind will not do this justice, but we shall attempt to and keep it within some sort of reasonable length. We will see if I succeed. Now, when I first heard of this Ordo, it struck my fancy. It's something I have been dying for the Black Library to expand upon. And sometimes, when in the dark hours of the night, like tonight, I sit and I ponder, why did the Ordo Chronos all get together and poof, vanish? And, of course, the house. Now, of course, we do know certain Xenos do have temporal technology. So I tried to put myself in an Inquisitor's shoes of the Ordo Chronos. Well, putting myself in the shoes of an Inquisitor of the Grand Ordo Chronos, well, I might try to station my people out through time, because you know what happens temporally, and if there is any changes, they might be able to alter it back, basically running a time war. It's a possibility. It could be like a security agency. Now, there's also another possibility that the Ordo Chronos, if they were going back in time to quote guard the timeline, making contact with the Emperor. Now, this is another what if unto itself, is what if the Ordo Chronos is working with the Emperor. The Emperor seems to have a grand plan. He seems to have incredible first-hand knowledge to still do stupid things. So what I have been pondering is, what if he's getting information secondhand from a future source, but not quite fully understanding the ramifications, because you can be the smartest person, but if you have garbage going in your equation, you have garbage coming out, no matter how smart you are. And this is something else that I wonder about the mystery of the Emperor. How far, what does his natural foresight ability give him? And what else has he been able to glean? Because as we know, through the warp, time travel is possible. Now, the Ordo Chronos may have been able to figure out a method to this madness and go to specific places. Now, besides them being able to go specific places in time, there is another big theory that would seem to be very 40K. What if there was some horrible temporal menace and they all get together to literally save mankind itself? That is another heavy possibility for the Black Library to go with this. I mean, it would be unbelievable. You could, how would we put this? We have our typical crusades, but imagine a time crusade. That could be epic all in itself against an alien foe, possibly the Hrud, but I personally would like to see something fresh. The galaxy is a big place out there. But yes, these are some possibilities. Now, another possibility is they went into the warp and, and literally has not come out yet. You know how we've been waiting on some Primarchs, and a lot of Primarchs went in before they did. Well, let's just say, I am supposing that they entered the warp at some point. That is, I do have to say, that's pure supposition on my part. But what has happened to them? Or is there some sort of Terminator thing going on? Could the Ordo Chronos have went back in time and completely eliminated a threat to humanity that you and I now know absolutely nothing about. There could actually have been a whole nother faction that the Ordo Chronos just wiped from existence, and we would never know it. Now, that also is another possibility, and that is another possibility for Black Library and High Adventure. That one would be fun, too. Now, as Inquisitions go, there could be some sort of central gathering place for the Ordo. They all did disappear together, and they could be dealing out missions from there. That would seem to be a possibility. Now, once again, if you're traveling time, how would they what would they do about the Emperor? I believe they would contact the Emperor and present themselves in service. This is also where I believe the possibility that the Emperor got a spaceship in the Middle Ages to get the Void Dragon to Mars. They were one of his possibilities for that. But with the Ordo Chronos, literally, there is infinite possibilities. I'm not even hitting a tip of an iceberg, a grain of sand on the beach. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And this is one of the great mysteries of the Black Library and Games Workshop that I really hope they will soon expand upon. But until next time, have a good night.